Hello, America. My name is Dirk Harkins. I'm your host of I Got Your Six, People Helping People, where I'm going to talk to ordinary people who do extraordinary things. I want to recognize their selflessness and the inspiration and positive ripple effect they create within their communities. And tonight I'm sitting here with a young lady who definitely makes a ripple and an impact on her community at her young age. This little girl, look at the size of her right there. She has a heart this big, and I always tell her I don't know how God got that heart and a big heart that she has into such a little body. But with that being said, I'm sitting here with Miss Daizy Snair, Daizy with a Z, and I'm glad you're here today with me, Daizy. It's pretty exciting. Are you nervous to be here?
A little bit.
A little bit. You'll be all right. We already did this before. One was a live feed where if you messed up, there was no chance of editing it, you know? If you do here, Drake will take care of us if we do that, but I don't think we will. We're going to have some fun tonight. With that being said, Daizy, would you just give us a little background about yourself, your age, and what you like to do and what you...
I'm 14 years old. I'm homeschooled. I have 2 horses, 3 dogs, and both my horses do Liberty.
Heck yeah, you love animals, don't you? That's awesome. We'll get on to that here in a little bit. You'd like to train them also, don't you? Does that help you like train your brothers when they're acting up and stuff? You can.
Me and Jeevan actually got into a whipping war yesterday.
Oh yeah.
We both had a whip and started whipping each other.
Whoa! I'll tell you. Now you're telling on yourself while I'm sitting over there. But Daizy, I remember one of the reasons I could not wait for you to come on here because you're 14 now. So when I first met you, that was 5-6 years ago when you were 9 years old. And I was over at my mother-in-law's and you came over and introduced yourself to me and said you want to do something to help veterans and first responders and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, what did you have in mind? And you told me. And you've let me be part of your journey with this ever since. So it's been pretty cool to watch you grow up from 9 to 14 and see all the amazing things you do. Let's talk about this podcast first. Take a look around this room right here. See all this fancy podcast and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you're the reason that I'm here doing this. You're always helping veterans, first responders, and you gave me $400. Remember?
Yeah.
That meant so much. Yeah, to start a podcast, and you came on there with me the first time. We had a milk crate. I went and bought a video camera, some tripods, and we had the cell phone, and we had some things going on there with the money you gave me, and we talked for like 12 minutes before, and then you finally said, Dirk, I don't think this is recording right. I hope Drake turned this one on. How about you?
Yeah.
But I want to thank you before we get started because you really put me on a spot when you did that. 'Cause I was like, Daizy, I really appreciate it. But there's other organizations if you want to give that money to them, you know what I mean? And you said, no, you're going to start the podcast and I want you to start it. So I started doing a live feed. And it was just really hard for me to keep up with the Thursday live feed every Thursday at 6 o'clock. And then Harco Media got a hold of me and wanted to do the podcast. And if it wasn't for you jump-starting me, motivating me, to do that, I may not have went and got that equipment. Because if you gave it to me for that reason, that's what I wanted to do it for. So I thank you for that. And I really appreciate it, you know what I mean? So I'll never forget it either, So that being said, let's get into this little conversation that I've been so excited to have with you, to tell the world about you. Like I said, Daizy, there's not a million people watching this live right now, so don't be nervous like the last time. I'm kidding. The million people do need to hear your story, though. I hope a million people do get it. But what made you decide when you was 9 years old that you wanted to give back to the community? You wanted to give back to the veterans. What made you?
So my brother did taekwondo, something like that, in Wheeling, and every time we drove by, like every week, there was a homeless veteran like on the side of the street. So I would stop and like give him money sometimes, but we got home and for my 10th birthday, I wanted to like do something for the veterans. So I asked my mom, and then she told me about you, and then I went over to Luann's.
Well, I'm glad you did because it's been a wonderful relationship, and I've been watch you just literally put smiles on so many veterans' faces and help so many different organizations. You've helped our Veterans First Responders Jamboree. You've been to every event. You've been to the suicide walks, and I've seen you help the D&L Mustang Ranch. So many different people. It's just fun to watch you do that. And it's amazing. And you're always what do you like to do? What do you like to do to raise the money for the veterans? What's your like making cupcakes or anything?
I have very crafty grandparents, so like every time I go over to their house, we'd always do some kind of like creative thing. So I first got into wood burning and embroidery, and then my grandma helped me with like the water bottles and stuff that I did the first year.
Yeah.
And then last year I did the burning wood and burning hats, and then the embroidered towels. I think that's it. Oh yeah, the pepperoni rolls this year.
Yeah, you sold a bunch of pepperoni rolls. And what's going to be your next venture? Do you know yet, or you haven't made up your mind?
I haven't really thought about it yet. Like I've thought about it, but I haven't made a decision.
Yeah. Do you have any family members that was in the service that was?
My great grandpa was in the Air Force. My uncle Tom was in the military, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Army. Or the Navy, yeah.
He's in a couple different branches.
Yeah, and then my other great uncle.
Yeah.
So.
He speaks highly of you all the time. He loves you. Your Uncle Tom, he does. He's a member of our post, and he really keeps a close eye on you more than you think. So really that, and then seeing the homeless veterans on the street tugged at your heartstrings, and you wanted to make a difference and an impact in the community, huh? That's pretty awesome. And I think that you definitely are. One of the things I see you do is you have it throughout my travels. I talk about you all the time, from Florida to Missouri to California, wherever I'm at. I share your stories and I share what you do for the community and the positive impact that you have on the youth and the adults, because everybody just loves it. They pay attention to you more than you think and see what you're doing because they know you have a pure heart and everything you do has good intentions. So you're going to get a lot of support for that. Other than helping your veterans and in your community, you're talking about horses and dogs, and I'm believing that you went to Missouri to train horses, learn to train horses?
Yeah, so the beginning of August, I went out to Missouri with my friend Maddie. She lives up there, and she has 8 horses, travels the world doing like liberty and trick riding. And I met her in 2022, I think. Yeah. And like we see each other at different horse events and stuff. So she invited me down. I was supposed to stay there for like a month, and then I got homesick and came home like 2 weeks. But I learned a lot. So
yeah. What's the difference between liberty and trick riding?
So trick riding is like they do gymnastics and like flips off of a horse running full speed.
The horse does flip with you on it?
No, you do a flip like off the horse.
Oh, I see a pulled hamstring coming.
And then liberty is like all groundwork mostly, like what I was doing in the rumpin the other day.
Yeah.
The bow, smile, walk with me without a lead rope, march, side pass, and get on a pedestal.
Yeah. Well, I saw on the Facebook post the other day that you were dancing with a horse. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, Daizy, don't let that thing step on your toe. Don't let it step on your toe. I thought it was getting close a couple times, but you did really good. How do you teach it to dance like that?
I've been working with Koa. I got him the same year that I met Maddie. So I've been working with him for 3 years now, almost 4 years. So. And
you told me you get him to smile and.
Yeah, so the mini I've had for a year now, and he will walk and run with me without a lead rope. We're learning how to lay down right now, and he'll smile.
And smile. That's awesome. You teach everybody that. Just show up and they just smile when you walk into the room. So that's probably the first trick you taught your horse. Like Mr. Ed, he just smiles all the time. You ever meet Mr. Ed?
I don't think
You ever see that show?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
A horse is a horse. A talking horse.
No.
Well, I'm showing my age on this one. Your mom and dad's you're gonna have to look that up when you get home. There is a famous show. It was called Mr. Ed, and he was a talking horse. And he always said, Wilbur. So look that up. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Mom will put that on there for you. So besides training the horses, and do you train the dogs also?
So we got a puppy in February, and I was trying to train her to be a service dog, but we learned that she was very hyper and not a very chill dog. So I taught her a couple tricks, like obedience type thing. But then she got way too big, and we didn't realize how big she was going to get. She's 8 months old and weighs almost 80 pounds.
Wow.
And we thought we were getting ready to move into a camper. So we gave her to my uncle, which lives like right up the street. So, yeah, now she lives up there.
Well, I always see you get a lot of exercise walking the dogs up and down the road. I see you going up and down the street with them. Then you'll come with a little dog, and you'll come with a big dog. And they all seem they're all really good on that leash. I told my wife one day, I was sitting there with my mother-in-law, so I said, I have to have her come up there and get my dogs, Diesel and Gypsy, and train them because they want to pull my arm off the whole time I'm taking them down the road. Maybe you could tone them down a little bit. But I haven't had much luck with them. They just keep, you can see how my one arm's longer than the other one. So what else do you enjoy doing, like outdoors activities? I see your family's hunting all the time. And
Right now I'm waiting to go hunting.
Oh, yeah?
My dad's going to take me late season. I went coyote hunting for the first time.
Oh, yeah? How did you like that?
I liked it, but I wasn't prepared for how late we were staying out.
You were getting
and
sleepy?
I got really tired.
Was you scared of the dark?
No, not really.
No? You had your parents there with you, so you just felt pretty good, huh? Did you just hear any coyotes or get any?
There were on both sides of the hill that we were on, but they never came out of the woods, so we didn't get to see them.
Yeah. So no animals were harmed during the filming of that episode, right? Okay. But Daizy, there's a quote that I read one time. It said, "Do something wonderful, people may imitate you." And I don't know who said it, but that's you. When you're up there at the jamboree and setting up your stands at different places, you know how many kids have just they're doing the same thing as you did, but they're not as consistent as you are because once you've started this, we were just talking about consistency before we got here about studying the Bible and different things with your mom being consistent, and you're consistent. You're like a rock. You're going to be there every time. I know that on the first and second Saturday in September, I'm going to see you. You're going to be sitting right there beside me in the tent, and we always leave that space open for you because we know you're coming. You're constant. Your heart's in the right place. So that's awesome. In 1 Timothy 4:12, it says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct and love and faith and in purity." And between that quote and that Bible verse, it pretty much sums up how I think that you are, because everything you do, you're just the most soft-spoken person. You conduct yourself always in a very respectful way for a young lady. Love, faith, and purity. I know where your heart is and your mind and your soul is in everything you do. So those two things really stick out to me, and they mean a lot to me. And you mean a lot to me because I'm just so excited that you even asked me to be part of your journey. To watch you grow from 9 to 14 has been amazing now, you know what I mean? So I'm just excited for you. What's your future plans? I mean, you're about to drive here pretty soon. That's going to be scary, but we might have to just keep you on the horse.
Yeah.
But Nothing. But about when you're just enjoying what you should do. Enjoy your childhood and let things happen, fall in place you'll know what you're going to do when you get there, huh?
I'm homeschooled right now, but I think I'm going to go back to Harrison next year so that I can go to the Career Center because they just opened that new vet tech program.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect for you. I could see you being some a dog trainer for people with PTSD, veterans, first responders, anybody really. I mean, and you're just that person. I just always know that you're going to be in the position. I feel like that's where you're helping somebody. I don't know. You might be a nurse. You might be the president. You can do anything you want. I know that because you can do it. I have faith in you. So, is there? What else do you want to talk about? You have any vacations or anything coming up? Or
I'm trying to talk my mom into going to North Carolina. That's about it right now.
Oh yeah, you want to go to the ocean, or you want to just?
My aunt moved down there.
Well,
So.
that'd be a good vacation. Well, I'll tell you what. When we have a lot of work that we're still going to do together, and I feel like we're a great team, and we're always going to be a team. And I'm just always excited every time I see you or hear you're doing something good out there in the community. People tell me when they see, I saw Daizy up at the square. She had her booth set up there selling stuff for veterans. I was like, she'll always be there. You can count on that. But you're one of them people. It's just hard to blend in with the crowd because you were chosen to stand out. So you just keep doing what you do. And it's amazing just to watch you. I'm excited for anything that you do, and I'll always be here to help you in any of your efforts. So that being said, is there anything you want to tell the rest of the world about out here? You want to sing us a song?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Want to dance?
I'm okay.
But hey, before I leave, also, before we get off, here's a gift that you gave me one time. You remember that? Mm-hmm. You gave me so many things, hats and money to start the podcast, faith in God, servant, and memorial, and then you gave me a little Jesus. I got a little Jesus every day today, so I thank you for those two gifts. I got you some stuff over there that I really appreciate. Everything you do, it's never enough that I could give you, but I thank you for everything, and
Thank you.
I'll never forget. I just truly feel that this opportunity to come in here and talk to other people, ordinary people that I said to do extraordinary things. I'm so grateful you came in here, and I really truly believe that you gave me this opportunity, and this won't be the last time that you'll be on here with me, and it won't be the last time that people see us out there making noise, helping veterans, and whoever we can help, right?
No.
Is there anything else? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
It's very important to get your word out there, Daizy, because I feel like you should be on national news, let people know all about you. Everybody should be talking about you because you're such a positive influence and a role model for the younger kids. I mean, you do amazing things. I can't say it enough. Anything else? Well, that being said, you just met one ordinary person, young lady who does extraordinary things this evening. That being said, until the next time, God loves you. I got your 6. Until the next time.